Hey guys, I am here to tell you how you can make money quick in Jurassic World Evolution 2, or actually more so, how you can preserve your park to receive the best income. For the first and easiest way to make money is in fact the fossils. Now these you get upon completing dig sites in your expedition map, and also if you increase the stats on your building you can actually have a 50% plus return on fossils. After quite a few hours on the game, it does appear that they seem to start around $40,000. I have in fact found some buried treasure before, which actually in fact valued over $640,000, which of course did me very nicely. Now I just came across this random and I cannot unfortunately remember the expedition, but I'm sure it's just some RNG luck. For the next point, this is more of an emergency fund, so for things like when you're first starting out a park, or if there's something major happening like a storm and you need to get money back quick. So some of the things that I've noticed that as a player you may not need, or is very high value, is actually in fact the medical center, as I've found a lot of the time, unless I have a dinosaur that is hurt, I don't actually need it. And the one here, that values for $126,000, which actually is quite a lot compared to most buildings. Another around this value is actually the guest attraction too. Now yes, it does bring in guests, which you do need, but as a quick cash grab, this is perfect to refund and then build again later when maybe a storm or, tornado has passed. Following buildings for my next point is actually using the food, the drink and the shopping appropriately. Now I found that no matter what challenge, mode, sandbox, whatever it be that I do, I always seem to need these to make my guests happy, and of course happy guests means more money as well. They pay your ticket price. What I think most people don't realise is that you can actually change the modules inside to benefit to increase the income and guest approvability for that shop. As they don't cost a lot too, especially for the small ones, they're perfect when you're starting out your park just to get that little tad income whilst also attracting guests to your park too. For this one, it's all about visibility. So this is about using the buildings and the space that you have to get the most out of your income. This means basically using all the space and not letting any gaps be visible. For example, a very well placed hotel, as you can see here, will not only fill in a gap, but will also cover a variety of your dinosaur areas, and as well, being a hotel, it increases your guests that enter the park. Another example is also your generators. Now these are quite small, so they're good for the little quirky areas that, a sort of dinosaur pen might not reach, or a building might be too big for. So yeah, these are perfect. But make sure that you are using them in conjunction with your other buildings, because that's the whole purpose of a generator. Last but not least, but also the most important, is actually to do with your park rating. Now, the reason for this is that the more you increase your park rating and the more you use the graphs and the data that it gives you, the better that your overall park will be, and obviously happy guests mean increase of prices and ticket sales, and therefore an overall great appeal, and no doubt will also get you towards that objective that you're currently challenging. This could also coincide with our other point around food, drink and shopping, and what exactly your park is missing. Not only that, it also showcases you a general interest and whether you're making a profit or not, so that you can adjust each building accordingly. The best thing is that the park will actually showcase via a sort of heat map on your paths to whether you need a building in that area or not, which is very handy for making the most of the island that you're on. Now if you follow these tips, you should be able to get your park up and running in no time. Enjoy!